Mindfulness is something that we can fit into our everyday lives. We don't have to set aside extra time to practice this for ourselves. So when you're considering when to practice mindfulness, think about those things that you do that are typically what you'd consider mindless tasks, like preparing food. And think about ways that you can make this a more mindful task. So in this case, this is a first fresh fruit salad of the season, and it's something that that you want to do during this time of year. And I considered ways to make this a more mindful task for myself. So part of doing that is even starting in the grocery store and considering the types of fruits that I wanted, the textures that I wanted to include in the salad, the flavors, even the colors. So you can mindfully spend time in the grocery store choosing those things for yourself. And it doesn't have to take any longer than you normally would when you're shopping in the grocery store. But just stopping to really be present while you're picking out the different fruits or items that will go into this dish. And it doesn't have to be a fruit salad. It can be other types of foods as well. And then you can continue the mindfulness when you're preparing the fruits. So even washing, preparing in what order that you want to cut the fruits and put them into the bowl. Even thinking about what type of dish that you want to put your fruits into, or this meal into, and display that meal. And then while you are doing the individual components of the meal, really pay attention for yourself, what you're experiencing. In this case, I'm using my hands, and so I'm experiencing the different textures of each of the types of fruits. I'm paying attention to the colors, the smells when you cut into fruits. What type of smells do you notice? Also, some of the sounds that you experience, because there's a difference in how each of the fruits are experienced when you're cutting them, when you're putting them into the bowl. In this case, I chose a fruit that was very different than what you would normally see in a fruit salad. This is a dragon fruit, and I chose it because of the color on the outside, and then the interesting visual part of it on the inside with the seeds. It's also a softer fruit. It's mild. It was very interesting to prepare it also. What a great color the outside of this fruit is, that adds to just this visual part of this fruit salad. Another consideration while you're preparing this dish is the size of the pieces that you're cutting. Think about whether you want things to be uniform in size, or if you want the components to be different from each other. In this case, we have things that are cut in cubes, and we also have some rounder fruits, but they're generally around the same size. And that's because I wanted to be able to experience a few pieces of fruit at once in a bite. but you might want to make it so that you only have one or two. And it depends on what you want to see visually as well. And remember to consider the texture of each of these when you're eating, as well as the smells that you'll experience while you're enjoying your dish. So once you've completed all of the main components of your dish, and in this case the fruit salad, I've kind of finished all the fruits that I want in there. Also remember to think about whether you want to add something to it. I like to add something with citrus to a fruit salad to keep the nice bright colors so they don't get browned. And in this case I used lime. I thought that the lime would give a really nice bright flavor to the sweet fruits. I also was mindful of some of the things that I have in my environment and locally. And I used a locally grown lavender that is steeped in a syrup to create a really nice dressing for this salad. It makes a nice flavor that I can really enjoy while I'm eating it. Also, when you're deciding what to put into your dish, think about how you want to serve it in a mindful way. And in this case, again, I chose the dragon fruit because I love the outside of it. So why not use it as a bowl? What a great way to eat this fruit salad. I hope this inspires you to find something that you like to make and to really enjoy the process and eat in mindfulness. Have a great weekend.